Hello everyone, I hope this video finds you well. Today's practice will be a feel-good stretch and release. If you have a couple blocks or a blanket at home, you're welcome to use those for your comfort, but no props will be necessary today. So we'll start in a seated position. However that feels comfortable for you. You can prop your hips up on a blanket or a block if you're feeling any pressure in the low back, the hips, or the knees. Just finding a comfortable position here. We'll start with one hand on our heart and the other hand on our belly and closing the eyes. We're going to start with 3 deep breaths here. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. Another big breath in and let it go. Once more, deep breath in and a long sigh out. Finding a natural rhythm to your breath here. Letting go of our day. Bringing our awareness within the 4 corners of our own mat. When you're ready, blink the eyes open. We'll start by interlacing our fingers. Press the palms forward and allow the upper back to round as you drop your chin toward your chest and then start to sway a little side to side here. Just breaking up any tension in the shoulder blades or the neck. And then pausing that right in the center, lifting your head through center, stack the spine, keep those arms straight, and then plug your shoulders back into their sockets. With your next inhale, reach those palms to the sky. And as you exhale, take the hands behind your head. Keep the fingers interlaced and the elbows wide. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale as you round through the upper back. Close the elbows and drop. Inhale as you lift the heart, elbows wide. And exhale, rounding into the upper back. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last one here. Good. Coming right back through center. Take your right fingertips to the floor next to you, and then allow your left ear to fall to your left shoulder. Maybe taking that left hand, place it on the right ear, and just allow the weight of your arm here to increase the stretch in the neck. Good. Releasing that left hand, left fingertips to the floor. Now dropping the right ear to your right shoulder, lifting that right hand, placing that right hand to your left ear, allowing the weight of the arm to increase the stretch without pushing or pulling here. Just be gentle. Breathing into the back, breathing into the belly. Good, releasing those fingertips down, lift your head right through center, and let's make our way into a tabletop position. So coming onto all fours here, planting the palms beneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to start with some hip circles. So allow the upper body to shift to the right, or the body to shift to the right, and then forward into the palms, over to the left, and then press the hips back toward your heels. So really giant circles here. You can start to connect your breath with your movement. Inhale as you shift forward, and exhale as you press it back. Good, let's change the direction of our circles, so going the other way. Start to press down through the fingertips, keeping the arms straight if you can. Allow this movement to come from within the hip joints, the shoulders, and the wrist. Take one more circle here. Good, and pausing right through center, find that tabletop position. Now extend your right leg back. Keep the ball of the foot connected to the floor and start to push through that heel, and then allow the shoulders to shift forward past your fingertips. So we're just rocking here, forward and back, warming up that right calf muscle, back of the leg, warming up our wrist, spread the fingers wide, claw into those fingertips. Keep a lift on the belly here, so we're still active in our center without dipping into the low back. Good, pausing that movement, lift that right leg to hover, and then extend your left arm forward. Just for an isometric hold here, press into that right palm, lift out of the right armpit, lengthen through the back of the neck, and reach in opposite directions. Breathing here. Good, release it down, find your tabletop. Now extend the left foot back. Good, start to rock forward and back here, warming up our wrists and warming up that back leg. Good, pausing that movement, lift that left leg to hover. Notice if you've lost the connection to your core, draw the navel up and in. Think of the tailbone reaching toward that left heel, and then send the right arm forward. Push into that left palm, lift out of the left armpit, reach the heart forward, breathe here. Isometric hold, checking in with our balance today. Good, and release it down. From here, step your palms to the very top of the mat, and then allow your chest to come all the way down. Maybe the forehead rests to the floor for a puppy dog pose. Breathing here, try to keep those hips stacked over the knees. Pretty intense opening for the chest and the shoulders here. Keep the navel drawing up toward the spine so we're not dipping into that lower back. Good, one more full breath here. Good, coming back into that tabletop position, plant your palms back underneath your shoulders. We're going to extend our right leg back again to a hover. This time we're going to inhale. As you exhale, draw the right knee to your left elbow, cross it over, hug the navel in. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Draw the navel up toward the spine, round through the back, push into the palms, hold. Now take a look between your palms and step that right foot there. Good, walking your hands up to your right knee into a low lunge. And just take a moment here, waking up the hips. Make sure that front knee is stacked directly over the ankle. You don't want that knee to pass the ankle. If you need to, you can always wiggle it forward to get a deeper stretch into that left hip flexor. Here we go. With an inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to twist to our right. So toward that front leg, right hand can come behind the back. It can rest on that back thigh. Just taking a twist here. Good, one more breath. With your next inhale, reach those arms back to the sky. And as you exhale, float them back down to the floor. Push back into your runner's lunge. Hips go back, front leg straightens. Now this is where you might want a couple blocks here. Now we want the hips to be stacked over that back knee. Flex into this front foot and bend that knee as much as you need to. We're going to wave that right foot a little side to side here. Just get into that stretch. Breathing a little deeper here. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders, soften the jawline. Good, and then just pause for a moment, maybe deepen that stretch. Think of plugging the right hip back into its socket as you reach the heart forward and keep that belly drawing up away from the front thigh. One more breath. Good, plant that front foot and then tuck the back toes and lift the back leg, coming into a lunge here. And maybe take a little sway forward and back. Wake up the legs, wake up the hips. Again, blocks if necessary. Good, now we're going to plant the palms here and step back to a downward facing dog. So right foot goes back to meet the left and then walk it out here. It's our first down dog, so just take a moment to check in. Feet are hips width distance and the heels are hiding behind our toes. Hands are about shoulder width distance, maybe a little wider. Spread those fingers wide, claw into the fingertips, and send the weight toward the base of the fingers. Feel light in the heel of the hand. Good, find some stillness in the legs, press those heels down, inner thighs push back, broaden the sit bones, send your chest toward your thighs for one more breath. Good, come back to your tabletop position. So lower those knees, plant the palms beneath your shoulders, and extend your left leg back to a hover. So same thing here, inhale to prepare. As you exhale, draw knee to right elbow, so it crosses over, draw the navel in. Inhale as you extend it back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale to extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Draw the navel in, round the spine, push the floor away. And then step that left foot all the way through. Maybe wiggle that right knee back and then walk your hands up to that left knee. Give yourself a moment here. Maybe the hips feel tight. We tend to carry a lot of stress in our hips, which is quite possible in these times for us to be carrying some stress. Good. With your next inhale, reach those arms up to the sky. As you exhale, take a twist to your left. We're twisting toward that front leg. Back hand can come into that lower back, maybe the back thigh. Front hand can rest on that knee. Good. Be sure you're not crunching into the lower back here. So think of drawing the navel in and sending the tailbone down. Use your inhales for length and your exhales to deepen. Good. Inhale, coming back through center. Exhale, float the hands down. Runner's lunge. Send those hips back and extend the front leg straight. Blocks if you need it, and give that front foot a little wave from side to side, and just feel how that changes the stretch throughout the leg. Maybe linger where it feels good. And then find some stillness here and take it a little deeper. So think of left hip plugging back into its socket, and the left pinky toes are drawing up toward the face. Soften the left knee. Breathe a little deeper. Good. Planting that front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back leg. Take a little rock forward and back. Good. Plant those palms, downward facing dog. Left foot goes back to meet the right. Walk it out. Find some stillness in those legs. Find a point of focus between your feet, or maybe close the eyes and take 3 deep, rejuvenating breaths here. Good. From here, shift forward to a plank position, rolling through the spine. Stack your shoulders over the wrists. You may need to step those feet back so your heels are right over your toes. Spread the fingers wide, push the floor away. Lifting through the navel, reach the tailbone toward the heels. Send the heart forward, keep the head in line with the spine. Lower the knees and then come all the way down to your belly here. Good. Take your fingertips outside of your mat, in line with the shoulders. Elbows are wide. Inhale, push the floor away, lift the chest. As you exhale, draw your right shoulder down and see if you can look toward your toes. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, draw the left shoulder down, looking to the back of your mat. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one here. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale through center. And then exhale, lower it right back down. Plant your palms beneath your shoulders and push back to a child's pose. So the hips go all the way back to the heels. Extend the arms long. Knees can be wider together, whatever feels best for you. Maybe the forehead comes down, maybe to a block, or maybe you fold the arms in and rest your forehead there. Just breathe. Breathe into all 4 sides of the torso. Taking a moment to check in. If the mind has wandered, just kindly bring it back into the space. Beautiful. Lifting those hips, let's make our way to a seated position. So swing those legs around, come to a seat. Take the hands behind your thighs and start to walk the toes in. Inhale, Navasana, boat pose. Shins can come parallel to the floor. If you need it today, you can keep those toes down for more support. If it feels good, lift those shins. Maybe reach the arms forward, palms facing the sky. Relax the shoulders. Building a little heat in our belly here. Squeezing our thighs together. Squeeze the knees together. Squeeze the ankles. For 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Draw the soles of your feet to touch and butterfly your knees open. Good. You can rock a little side to side. Find those sit bones. Draw the heels in any amount that feels good. Roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale as you lift the chest, and then exhale to fold forward. Maybe pressing the elbows down into those inner thighs. Push the soles of the feet together and imagine your knees are extending to opposite ends of the room or the backyard. Breathe. Good. Slowly unroll. We're going to keep the right leg in, extend the left leg straight out in front of you. So you want the hips to be squared with that left leg. Inhale, send the arms high. As you exhale, draw the navel in as you fold forward. So any amount that feels good here. Maybe we're here today. You can always prop the hips up with a blanket here as well if you're feeling any pain in the lower back. And you can bend this knee as much as you need to. Breathing here. Good. With an inhale, send those arms back to the sky. And then as you exhale, take a twist to your left toward that straight leg. Try to keep both sit bones grounded. Inhaling back through center. Exhale, twisting to the right toward the bent leg. Using your inhales for length, exhales to twist a little deeper. Good. Rolling back through center. Switch out the legs, extend the right leg, pull that left foot in. Inhale, reaching arms to the sky. Exhale, scoop the belly in as you reach forward. Any amount that feels good here. Keep this right knee soft. Be mindful that we're not locking out the knees, and this foot nice and flexed. Pinky toe drawing toward the face. Good. Inhaling up through center. Exhale, take a twist to your right over that straight leg. Inhale through center and exhale, take a twist to your left. I hope you don't mind my neighbor's music. That started right when I began to film this. Good. Unrolling back through center. Send both legs long and just give them a little shake here. We're going to roll down to our backs. So come on down to your back here. Feet as close to your sit bones as you can. Rest your arms by your sides. Press into the feet. Inhale, bridge pose, lifting those hips up to the sky. Pausing at the top, hug the inner thighs together and reach your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. Breathing here. Good. Inhale to press a little higher. Exhale, roll it down one vertebra at a time. Good. Lower the hips all the way down, and then with an inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, grab for opposite elbows. Walk your feet to the outer edges of your mat, and then allow your knees to fall from left to right like windshield wipers. Releasing the hips and the low back here. Good. Draw the knees right through center. Hug the right knee into your chest and extend the left leg long. Let's flex the feet here. Root the inner left thigh down as you draw that right knee in toward the chest. Good. Take your right hand top of that right knee, left hand to your left hip, and then open your right knee to the side. Start to slow down the breath here. Then draw that right knee back through center. Switch it into the left hand as you pull it across the body. Supine twist. Maybe take a look over that right shoulder. Coming back through center. Switching out the legs. Draw the left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg long. Flex the feet. Rooting inner right thigh down. Try to keep the left hip down as you pull that left knee in toward the chest. Left hand top of the left knee, right hand to the right hip as you pull that left knee out to the side. Breathe into the hips. Draw that left knee through center, switch it into the right hand as you take it all the way across for that spinal twist. Breathing the length of your spine here. Beautiful. Coming back through center, hug both knees into the chest, take a little rock from side to side. Set the feet down, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You can stay here if this is enough, or draw that left leg in, interlace your fingers behind the thigh for your figure four stretch. Flex into that right foot so that the ankle is supported. Good. Set that left foot down, uncross the legs, cross the left ankle over right. Here, or lift that right leg in, interlace the fingers behind your right thigh, pulling it in toward the chest as you gently press the left knee out. Flexing the feet, try to keep the sit bones reaching down toward the floor. Good, release it down, uncross the legs once more, knees into the chest. This time, circle the knees in one direction. Massaging out the low back, switch the direction of your circles. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And bring the soles of your feet to touch and allow those knees to butterfly open, finding our Supta Baddha Konasana. If that's too much, you can plant your feet to the outer edges of the mat, turn the toes in, allow the knees to fold together. Whichever one feels more comfortable for you, take one hand over your heart, one hand to your belly, and close your eyes. We'll just take a moment here, a final resting pose, to reflect on our practice. Taking a moment to listen to our body, listen to what our mind is telling us. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Long sigh out. Once more, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Draw the knees back into the chest. This time, rock and roll the length of the spine. Find your way to a seated position. Crossing the legs. Keep the eyes closed. Guide your hands to heart center. Invite a deep breath in. With that exhale, bow your head forward. Honor and thank yourself for carving out some time for your practice today. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope this video brought you some comfort and a sense of normalcy during this time. Thank you so much.